Morning, everybody. We've got the planting tractor is ready to go. It's all serviced, ready to roll. The big tractor is serviced and ready to go as well. I still have to do the sprayer, things like that. But right now I'm gonna start pulling out some equipment. We ordered a new piece of equipment this past fall. That blue piece of equipment way out there, that's a vertical tillage tool. We traded that in on a new field cultivator. We just got the phone call that the field cultivator is going to be here next week. So I need to hook up to the blue vertical tillage tool and get that pulled out. That way, when they bring the new piece of equipment, they can hook up to this one and take it with them. So I'm going to work on getting the tractor out and get that hooked up and drug that out of here. We still have to do a lot of work on other pieces of equipment to get it ready for spring planting, but in due time that'll get done. So we're going to take this tractor and go hook up to that vertical tillage tool. Come along for the ride. Had you fooled, didn't I? Changing oil in the sprayer now. This needs to be oil changed, all the filters changed, greased. There's a lot of grease fittings on the sprayer because of the suspension. This suspension runs up and down to keep it, runs off these airbag systems. So this whole sprayer is an air ride system. It keeps it smooth because we spray at about 15 miles an hour, 12 to 15 miles an hour in the fields. So cruising at that speed through the fields, it gets, the slightest little bump is exaggerated through this sprayer because the booms are 100 feet wide. So this air ride system, what it does is it just kind of glides over any kind of imperfection you have in the field. So we're getting this serviced so we can get it out of the barn. As you can see, I've got all the tractors are serviced except for this one. And then we have just like the skid steer and mini excavator and lawn mowers and things like that to service. Once this is done, then I'm going to work on getting equipment out. I have to pull the planters out because all the gauge wheels, because we planted wheat so wet, the gauge wheels got filled with mud and everything, so every gauge wheel has to come off and get cleaned out, and the planters are probably going to be a 2-day ordeal. So I figured I'd knock this sprayer out, get it done, get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it, and then move on. The sprayer could use to get power washed. It never got washed before it got put away. So it has, I mean, as you can see, it's got dust and dirt and road grime on it and mud and all kinds of crap. So it could probably use to get washed. But in order to wash it, I have to get the well fixed. I've got the parts for the well, just haven't fixed it yet. So maybe I'll work on that today too after I get this greased and oil changed, filters changed. The smart thing for me to do would be change the oil, all the filters and everything, wash it, then grease it, because if any water gets inside the grease fittings or the seals, then that grease will push it out. I think that's what I'll probably end up doing. So let's carry on. Well, there you have it. Dead soldier. I'm not gonna lie, I was puckered up a little bit. I had just enough oil to change oil in the sprayer. I think I have maybe a quart left over. So it was just enough. But we got a new barrel ordered. It should be here in a couple days so I can finish the other little stuff. Overall, the sprayer's in pretty decent shape. I need a new valve that broke off. That's the hand washing valve. I do need a new filter, or not a filter, but it's a screen on the bottom of the air dryer. As you can see, this is broke and nasty. I need to pick one of those up, and my hazard light here is broken. So realistically, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, overall checking of it, that's really all I need for it. I'm gonna run and grab some lunch at home and stop by the John Deere dealer and get this stuff ordered so it can get here. I got the planters out. Well, not out. I got them pulled out. And I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing when we planted wheat, but everything was soaking wet. Most of you who watched noticed that we struggled to get wheat planted, and we ended up planting wheat in the mud, things like that. Well, the issue with that is when you plant wheat in the mud builds up on your disc openers, your gauge wheels, your press wheels, everything. Everything has to spin freely like that, okay? They all need to spin freely. Everything needs to turn good. That way, when you go to plant your beans, everything works good. I got this side cleaned out. As you can see, the mud all over the ground, the dried mud. This side over here, I started working on it. I figured I'd film a little bit of it. I got, the bottom done, working my way up. You can see the mud caked in here. See that? That's not good. That's what I got to get all cleaned out. And I've been dealing with this for a couple hours today so far. And as you can see, I have a lot to go. This planter has 48 rows on it, and I've gotten through 10, 15. So it's a long, tedious process. It's probably going to take me a day or two to get all this cleaned up, but it is what it is. I mean, it's one of those things. We either don't plant wheat, which we had contracts for wheat, so we had to get wheat planted, or plant wheat and deal with this now before we plant beans. So that's what I've been dealing with. I'll probably be here for a little while longer and continue cleaning it out. So not real entertaining, I get it. It's comes with the territory. So all right, I'm gonna end the video here and get back to cleaning that, and I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day.